Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I've got this week's Pick a Card weekly tarot reading. Pick a number now between 1 and 5 and I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. You can have more than one number, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the first number that pops into your mind. Now. Okay, I've got mine. It's changed. Usually it's the same, but today it's changed. So there you go. Alrighty, let's go to the board now and we will rock and roll. Okay, so we're doing card number 1. I like to have a little vision first to see what I see for card number 1. Opening a door here with a ceramic or porcelain looking handle. It's a lever actually. Okay, opening this door and this is like you opening up to something. Maybe there's a new direction you could take. I get some sort of hesitancy underneath. Maybe there's something you could have done in the past and you put it off, or there's been a delay. Now I see a woman directly in front of me and it's like I'm behind her. The focus is on her neck. I don't know if anybody's having neck problems. I guess there's somebody having neck problems. There's also a golden chain around her neck and the focus seems to be very much on this chain. It's very simple, a simple chain, but maybe it's, I see her taking it off now, so maybe it's connected with something. It might be old memories, maybe way up in your mind if you do actually wear a chain that is sentimental or connected to something, whether you continue to do that. Okay, something to do with the past there. Let's have a look. Hang on, they're not letting me go. They're not letting me move forward. It's something that's out of date or something from the past that you could leave behind now. It helped you to wear this chain for a long time for some reason. It may have been a long time. But now it's like you can finally take it off and you can move forward. Okay. All right. The card that comes out for number 1 is the Justice card. Okay, fair and just, and this is natural law, L-O-R-E, not human law, L-A-W, although it does help with human, L-A-W, as well. It's very important to listen to your intuition on this. It's a time of balancing things up and making important decisions. You may find that you have to cut something out. Something from the past, again, is hanging around. You can cut it out. This is using logic, basically. It's about analysing, dissecting, cutting to get to the core of the issue, whatever the issue is, and letting go of all manner of extraneous energies that might have been hanging around you. It is time to take action, even though you don't have all of the detail that in your logical mind you think that you need. But your intuition can tell you, and if you follow that, you'll be right, okay? Keep your feet on the ground, stay practical, but karmic justice will be done. You know, sometimes we think, oh, such and such hurt me or did this or did that, and it might be 20 years ago or something, and it's like, how long do you want to hold this burden for? Because upstairs keeps count. It's their job to keep count, not ours, okay? They keep count so we don't have to. It's a major arcana card. If you pay attention to this and act on this, it can change your life. Okay, so number 2, card number 2, again a sword. This one's a diamond encrusted sword. My focus is on the hilt and the piece where you actually hang on to what you actually hold. Okay, so wielding a sword, there's some sense of power here. I've got the sword and I'm wielding it around above my head, as you do. And swordsmanship, swordcraft, if there's such a word. Okay, again, it's about analytical thinking and making decisions, the ability to make up your mind. And this thing of making up your mind, it seems, when I say it, it seems very, very heavy. Like making up your mind is a difficult task sometimes. I'm a Libran, so I know that. Okay, the card that comes out around that is the Judgment card. All right, so this is another major arcana, very important card that can be life-changing. We do make judgments a lot, okay? A judgment is not the same as an observation. An observation is just observing the facts. This is a fact. The horse is black. The other horse is white. The red horse laid down. But I'm just describing them. I'm not getting emotionally involved in that description. But if I was to say the horse is black and it's an evil horse, you know, because it's black, then there's some sort of emotion. I'm only pretending, I don't actually believe that, but there's some sort of emotion attached to that, and then it becomes a judgment. The horse is white, therefore it's a good horse. It's just rubbish, you know, but some people think in these black and white terms. The red horse is laying down, the red horse is lazy. You know, these are all very value-laden type terms. So this is where we get into the realm of judgment about the horses. One's evil, one's good, and the other one's lazy. It's not actually reality. The horse is laying down, it's having to rest. So what? It might be sick. The black horse has got that kind of DNA, and so does the white horse. It doesn't mean anything. So these are actually boxes that we put ourselves into, but you can free yourself from the box. You know, pray to Spirit for guidance, ask for guidance. The angels are here looking out over everybody and asking people to let go of their judgments about things. And yes, observe the fact this and this happened, but don't get emotionally involved. Okay, so that's two major arcanas. All right, let's see what rock and rolls for the third card. Closing my eyes now. Oh, the focus is still very much on this trumpet. It's like Spirit really is calling us, really asking us to give up these old habits and these old ways that we were raised. Perhaps some of the ways that we were raised were not helpful to our lives as adults. We might be stuck in childhood mode about something, you know. So I hope everybody that's watching is an adult. And so behave like an adult. The card that comes out for number 3 is the Six of Swords. Okay, so here's the swords here, the hilt, holding the hilt that I was talking about in the vision. This is about moving away from a difficult situation. We don't always know what direction our life is going or what we're supposed to do. What do we do when we grow up? We don't always know. I didn't know till I was 40. So, you know, it took a long time for the penny to drop for me, but it did drop. And so the focus really seems to be on this theme of moving forward at the moment and leaving the past behind, okay? So think logically. You know, you can use logic for a lot of things. It's not just all about logic, though. Sometimes, you know, we need to allow plenty of room for spirit and we need to allow plenty of room for emotions, but don't throw logic out the window. Some people do. Okay, that's number 3. Now, number 4, what do I see? What's this beautiful Art Deco looking sofa or chair I'm looking at? It's sort of got armrests that are shaped like an S, but on the diagonal like that. Looks lovely. Very expensive, luxurious item. If you've picked card number 4, you may be tempted to buy something very expensive and luxurious and comfortable. That's one definition. But the other thing is you deserve a little bit of luxury. You deserve to have a bit of downtime, or to enjoy yourself, or, you know, spend your life the way that you want to. You don't have to work all the time. The card that comes out is the Death card, and I want that card underneath as well. Okay, this is very interesting. The fact that I've picked both these cards. Death card came out earlier today for something else. You're in a cycle of life where one chapter is finishing, and this is a chapter about you being very much restricted or dominated in some way, the Eight of Swords. So death is not so much about the actual death, but it is about a new beginning. And so I don't want you to freak out because, you know, the death card's coming up. It doesn't mean that it's an actual person that's about to die at all, okay? So don't freak out about that. This is a major arcana card, and so could definitely affect your life in some way. There's some sort of change, a great change in lifestyle, or perhaps even the way you view yourself or the world. That's coming up now, and then you're going to free yourself from this situation here where you've been maybe bound by the dictates of authority. Maybe you've been unable to free yourself from some sort of crisis, or there's been some sort of opposition that you haven't been able to step away from, okay? But you'll notice here that the ropes around her waist are very loose. They could just fall off. She wiggles around a little bit. There's a bit of slack there, you know, you can free yourself, okay? So that's what I encourage you to do. Something's ending so that something new can begin. If you pick card number 4, that was my card, by the way. And I hope there's a couple of things I want to see end, okay? It doesn't mean it's negative. It can be quite positive. If something's destructive or not working in your life, the death card can actually help you, okay, move forward. I've been talking a lot about Pluto lately. Pluto is going retrograde in May, and I'll give you the date. It's the 2nd of May. And with Pluto retrograde, it's likely to be, the energies are likely to be internalized. And so it's saying to me that the death card's relating to Pluto retrograde, and that you're going to look at yourself and change, reinvent yourself, a bit like Madonna. Change what you think about yourself. You don't have to go, you know, overboard with it, but if there's one thing you can say about Madonna, whether you love her or loathe her, is that she has reinvented herself a lot over the course of her career. All right, number 5 is alive. Number 5 is alive. Closing my eyes. What do I see for number 5? See door closing here. It's got a latch on it. The thing about the latch is that it's very practical, okay? So just do the practical thing. If you pick card number 5, you know something's finished. You're going to walk away from something. That's okay. And the card that comes up is the Ace of Swords. New beginnings in your thinking. There's been some challenges here in the background, but look at all these butterflies here. So this is definitely new beginnings for you. It's almost like a triumphant conquest, okay? So there's a lot of energy coming through, a lot of force to start something anew if you've picked card number 5. Card number 5. Alrighty, so we've got 1, 2, 3 major arcana there, which is a fair bit. I think this is going to be quite a significant week coming up, a week to 2 weeks, something like that. It's very hard to be exactly specific as to the day, but it's very soon. There's major changes coming for, you know, a lot of people. 3 majors is a bit unusual. We have had it before, but it's not something that happens every day. Okay, so a lot of change that we'll all have to deal with. So the theme seems to be moving away from the past, moving forward to new beginnings, starting something new, especially by changing your own belief systems. Okay, so that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching today. I do hope this is helpful for you. I have done the moon horoscopes yesterday, so have a look at that. That's a new thing I'm going to be doing every month because I do all of the research for a lot of big platforms online, and so I thought I may as well put it on here. So check that out, moon horoscopes. And also I talk about the Devil's Comet, which is around, if you're in the northern hemisphere, you can probably see it now. Go and check that out. Have a great day, and I'll see you all soon. Thanks and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.